displacement reaction. A substitution or displacement reaction is a chemical change in which atoms of one element replace the atoms of another element from the molecules of a compound. Let us take up an example. When an iron knife is dipped in an aqueous solution of copper sulfate, a layer of reddish-brown precipitate is formed on the iron knife. The iron from the knife, being more reactive than copper, displaces it from the copper sulfate solution. The copper so separated gets collected on the surface of iron knife. Activity: take 500 milliliters beakers and add 20 milliliter water in them. Label the beakers as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Add 5 grams copper sulfate to beakers 1 and 2. 5 grams zinc sulfate to 3 and 5. And 5 gram iron sulfate to beaker 4. Now add some iron nails to beakers 2 and 5. Copper turnings to beakers 3 and 4. And zinc granules to beaker 1. Then keep the beakers undisturbed for some time and observe carefully. You will observe that the color of the copper sulfate solution changes in beakers 1 and 2. On the other hand, no change is observed in beakers 3, 4 and 5. In beaker 1, zinc Zn replaces copper Cu from the copper sulfate CuSO4 solution to form zinc sulfate ZnSO4 and copper. Because of this, the blue color of copper sulfate disappears and a reddish-brown substance, that is copper, gets deposited at the bottom of the beaker. Similarly, in beaker 2, iron replaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Hence, the color of the solution changes from blue to green and a reddish-brown substance gets deposited on the iron nail. We conclude that displacement reaction takes place between the more reactive metals to the less reactive metals of salt solution.